Hello, it's Hayes with CheatSheetPros.com. Today is July 8th, and we're going to go ahead and take a look at some MLB plays. As always, in all of my videos, you go to the betting board on the MLB cheat sheet, and I go through step by step what I'm looking at on here to find plays. But today I'm going to fast forward and skip over here to the main tab, and we're going to go ahead and take a look at those. Whoop, that's a little big. And run through them games. Let me make sure you can see okay. So the first game we have, I like the New York Mets first 5 innings. It was only minus 130, and you could even get the run line, but it only went to minus 105. So for all intensive purposes, minus 130 to be tied or better, I will take that for the first 5 innings. Looking at the two teams here, Baltimore, they've not been doing well over the last 14 days. You can see the Mets, they've been a little bit warmer. Especially there are 2, 3, 4 hitters here batting 360, 325, and 295 over the last 14. And they got a lot of guys up here that are highlighted in the stats. You can see the top 4 for Baltimore. They're kind of blah. Their 4 hitter right now is batting 171. This lineup is not confirmed, so keep an eye on that. Our edge here is going to be in starting pitching. So Baltimore is going to face Clay Holmes, which you can see he's got a 222 average on the year, 124 whip, 299 ERA. XFIP's a little bit higher, but looking at his recent starts, he's been pretty solid. He's allowed 2, 1, 3, 1, 1 earned runs over his last 5. So he's doing pretty good over his last 5 start. He's allowing 1.6 earned runs per game and only 4.4 hits. We always look at hits per innings pitched, and you can see here in these last 4, he's only allowed 3 hits, 3 hits, 4 hits, 3 hits. He has struggled with walks. Holy Jesus. 4, 4, 6, 2. So yeah, this guy's got some command issues, but he's not giving up any runs, which is surprising. Going over here, we are going to attack Brandon Young. He only has 16.2 innings on this season. He's allowing a 324 average and a whip near 2, which, my God, that is high. In his 4 starts, he's been pulled after 4 innings, and 3 of them, 1 of them, he made it to 5.2 innings. Each of the last 2's only been 4 innings out. His stats are not good if he went 6 or 7 innings, so going 4 innings, it's even worse. We can see his hits per innings pitched. He's got a 1.5, 1.25, 1.75 in 3 of those 4 starts. His last 2 starts have combined for 8 innings, 11 hits, and 7 earned runs. So we're going to hope that Clay Holmes can keep the runs down to a minimum 1 or 2, and New York Mets can get out to a hot start. So Mets first 5 is the first game that we do like today. The New York Yankees team total over 4.5 is one that I'm going to go with. Reason being is I want to back the Yankees here, but I can't do it with this bullpen. Over the last 2 weeks, they are 0-6 with an ERA of 7.90, and you can see they've allowed 4 runs, 12, 6, 8, 11, 12. They're getting killed all over the place. Now, Seattle's not quite the powerhouse team, ranking 22nd in our power rankings. Their lineup doesn't look real scary outside of Randy Arozarena, but I still can't back them, so I'm going to go with New York Yankees team total over 4.5. Will Warren is a decent pitcher. He's allowing a 244 average on the season, and at home he's been awesome, allowing a lower 201 average. Here you can see the 292 he allows on the road, 201 at home. On the road, he is coming off of a start that he got pounded by Toronto, giving up 10 hits and 8 earned runs in only 4 innings. So with the bullpen and Will Warren's last start, that does worry me about them winning the game, and they don't have a lockdown bullpen like they have had in years past. So I like the New York Yankees offense. When we come up here and we look at them offensively, they've been doing fantastic. They are 6th in our power rankings, 4th in WRC+, 3rd in home runs, 7th in RBIs, 5th in ISO power. Now, they haven't been winning a lot of games, but have they been putting up 5 runs? They've put up 6, 6, 5, 5, 9, 5, 4, 12. Okay, so yeah, they're putting up about 5 runs a game, we could say. So over 4.5 is one that I do like. The bullpen is decent, but not great for Seattle. And then Logan Gilbert, taking a look at this, he's been solid on the year. So we look at this top set of stats here. He's allowing a 197 average, 0.95 whip, but look at his road split. Now, given it's only 15 of his 50 innings, but in those 15 innings, he's allowed a 153 whip. So here we can see his home versus road split. His whip goes from 0.71 to 1.53. His average goes from 138 to 313. And then if we look at his last 2 road starts, these right here, we can see these have combined for 10.1 innings, 13 hits, 8 earned runs. So we're going to hope the Yankees can put up a 5 spot on him without a problem. At home, he's been terrific, though. 1 run to the Royals, 2 runs to Boston, no runs to Miami, and 1 run to Texas. But on the road, he's allowed 4 runs, 2 runs. So let's hope the Yankees can go 4.5 over on this one. Flipping down the list, Boston Red Sox run line. This was, let me take a look. I got the sportsbook pulled up. It's out to minus 140 now on the run line. Boston run line, this is just an auto-click play. Colorado's awful. You can see on the road they are 11-34. They have a WRC plus of 70. They have a monstrous strikeout rate. Power rankings, they're not real good. Bullpen's not real good, but Boston's isn't either. I was real close on pulling the trigger on the Boston run line last night. I did not. But here you can see their power ranking, number 1, 7-3, hitting 290s a team. They're second in WRC plus, RBIs, and ISO power. That is absolutely fantastic. Colorado lineup, nothing scary here to look at. Boston, they've been doing a lot better. We've actually got some guys, this 5, 6, 7 here. They've been putting up a lot of RBIs, so if you're doing props, that'd be one to take a look at. Brian Bello, let's take a look at him. He's been pretty decent at his earned runs allowed. He had a couple 3 earned run spot starts here, but 2-3-1-0 over his last 4, allowing 1.8 over his last 5 and only 4.6 hits. That's pretty decent against a weak Colorado team. Kyle Freeland, he allows about 3 earned runs a start, 3, 6, 3, 0, 3, 4. He's kind of a mixed bag home road, but even on the road, he's allowing a 280 batting average, 317 overall. But any Colorado pitcher, we want to look at their road stats and see if there's a big split. We know he's terrible at home, but on the road, he still has a whip near 1.3. Giving up a 280 average, so that's one. We're just going to take Boston run line just because if Boston puts up 6 runs, I don't know if Colorado can get to 4 or not. Flipping down this list, Cincinnati, Miami. I did not post a play on Miami, but this is one that was really close. If I would have made one more play, it would have been here. Miami was plus 105 when this opened. You can see here by the Vegas deal, they were a small dog. They've been doing really good. They're 7-3 over the last 10. They rank 10th in our power rankings. Cincinnati, they've lost 3 straight games, scoring 1, 1, and 1 run. They've fallen to 27th in our power rankings, and you can just see all the red here. They've not been doing really well. Miami also has a bullpen edge here. The number 1 bullpen over the last 14 days with a 7-1 record and an ERA of 2.05. And then you can see Cincinnati, they're kind of middle-of-the-road bullpen, ERA of 4.6, 3-3 record. So looking at these 2 pictures, we have the hits per innings pitched. We're looking at 1.00 for being kind of the middle ground. Anything below that is really good. So you can see both of these pitchers, 0.65, 0.76, they are really good. However, Miami is the hotter team. Miami has more wins in their last 10. Miami has a better bullpen. So why not take dog money on Miami? That's one we definitely want to take a look at. Looking at Nick Martinez, he did just face Boston. They got him for 9 hits, 4 runs. Prior to that, he's had some really good starts. These must have just been out of the bullpen, the 1 and 2 innings, and he went 8 innings, 1 hits. So he's been decent. I'm not going to rag on him too much, but Yuri Perez, he's been really good as well. He's allowing a 183 average over his 22 innings. You can see here 0, 3, 3, 1, and then we'll give him a break on his first start. So he's been pretty decent, but dog money on Miami is something that definitely did cross the board for me. Flipping down here, taking a look. What else did we have? Kansas City. So a quick player prop on here. So Seth Lugo, taking a look at him. His earned run prop right here is 2.5. And look at his last 5 starts. He's allowed 1, 0, 1, 1, and 0 earned runs. Now, in these last 5 starts, look at who he's faced. He faced the Dodgers and he faced the Yankees. That's fantastic. If you're facing the Dodgers, the Yankees, and 3 other random teams, and your earned runs allowed are 0.6 over the last 5, yeah, I'll go under 2.5. Why not? Pittsburgh, they're fucking doing awful right now. They did score 3 runs last night. We had Noah Cameron under 2.5 earned runs. He gave up 2, and then the 3rd run came 7th, 8th, 9th inning after he was out of the game. But you can see the 3 games prior to that, they went 3 games, didn't even score, 0, 0, 0. So they're not really tearing the cover off the ball right now. They've fallen to 25th in our power rankings. You can see here their counting stats are not very good. Looking at this lineup, it's not scary. Out of their top 5 hitters, they're batting 216, 250, 229, 211, and 143 over the last 14 days. you got to get down here to the 6th and 7th guy before you get anyone, you know, north of 280. Looking at the Kansas City lineup, Kansas City's doing pretty good. They're starting to tear the cover off the ball. It should be beautiful tonight in Kansas City. I don't see any thunderstorms on the radar. It's a cool 84, 85 degrees right now, so this should be a really good game. Basically, Seth Lugo should do good at home. Pitt is not a powerhouse team, and my thinking is if he can take the Dodgers, the Yankees, and shut them down to 0 runs, and he's going about 6 innings per start, then Pittsburgh should not blast him for 3 runs. I would be shocked. It could happen, but I would be shocked. But it is juiced to about -160, so that's something that you got to have to go ahead and parlay it with. Flipping down here at some of these other games, we're going to take a look. I'm going to stay away from the Dodgers right now. They have been on a funk and really struggling. Toronto, Chicago White Sox, this is a big line, so I stayed away from it. But Toronto, they are red hot right now. They've won 9 straight. They're putting up 5.4 runs per game, 3rd in our power rankings. And, you know, classic White Sox stuff, they suck. So if you want to go against them, it really doesn't matter who's on the mound. Why not? The other game that we do like is Houston. So we were on Houston run line yesterday, but we did state they had a horrible pitcher on the mound, Colton Gordon, and he could give up a few runs. I believe he ended up giving up 4 right off the bat. So when they were down 4-0, I did make a live bet on Houston to come back just because I know what that bullpen for Cleveland looks like. They almost got there. I checked it. They were down 6-5, so they were right there before they ended up losing 7-5. But as always, Cleveland, terrible bullpen, ranks 28th, ERA over 5. Houston bullpen, solid, 3-1, ranks 3rd, ERA less than 3. Cleveland, they are now 1-9 over the last 10 after their win last night. So I'm assuming any good relievers that they had in the bullpen, they probably used them last night to hold on to that win. So whoever comes in tonight is probably going to get rocked. Houston 7-3 over the last 10. They're scoring about 8 runs a game. I mean, they are on fire. Look at this: 5-5, 6, 18, 6, 5, 5, 2, 3, and 7. They're up to 4th in our power rankings. They're good in all of our counting stats. Looking at the Cleveland lineup, they don't even have anyone in the green. Look at this 6th guy batting .097. He's 3 for 31 and doesn't have an home run in the last 2 weeks. Only 1 RBI. Lineup does not scare me. Houston, rock solid, good lineup. You know, top 7 hitters tearing the cover off the ball right now. Houston's going to blow out tonight and take this game. And we also have a stud on the mound in Hunter Brown. Hunter Brown at home, look at this. 44.2 innings. He has an ERA of 1.01, whip of 0.76, and allowing a 144 average. That is out-fucking-standing. And then his earned runs allowed, he doesn't have a start in his last 7 where he's allowed more than 2. So we're looking at 2, 0, 1, 2, 1, 0, 1. So he averages 1.2 earned runs and only 3.5 hits per start. And he usually goes a solid 6 innings. He has a couple 5.1s here, but he has a good bullpen behind him. If you can get him to record a win, actually let's go ahead and take a look and see what that is on his pitcher props. I'll pull that up while we're looking at these other games because I want to see what it would be like for him to record a win. Over here, Joey Cantanillo, whatever his name is, it's a bullpen game. This guy's going to throw 2 to 3 innings, and then they're going to bring in this bullpen, which ranks 28th and has been absolutely horrible. So why not just go ahead and take Houston, and you can lay the run line here and go to town. And let me see, Hunter Brown to score a win is plus 110. So that's not a bad play right there if you just want to go that route. But anyways, we do like Houston, and I think that was it for our plays. Let me flip down here. One of the other pitchers to attack is this, how do you even say his name? Didier Fuentes. He has been absolutely awful. He's got 3 starts this year. And look at this. They've combined for, 5, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 innings. And then he's got 18 hits allowed and 12 earned runs in his 13 innings. And he's walked 4 batters. So he has not been great. I'm not going to back Oakland, but if you're going to go after a pitcher, he's one that I probably would go after. In his last start, he did go 4.2 and have 6 strikeouts, which was really good, but 4 hits, 2 runs, and 3 walks. So whatever his hits prop is, I'd probably take a look at that one because he's probably going to give up a bunch of hits. Anyways, that's what we got for today. Hope you guys like it. Good luck.